Hello students, I welcome you all to this new learning session under the subject Business Environment. Let's move on to the topic now. Financial Environment, Part 4, presented by Mrs. Sylvia Aloysius, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. Students, let's see non-banking institutions. Non-banking financial companies, in short it is called NBFCs, are fast emerging as an important segment of Indian financial system. It is an heterogeneous group of institutions, that is, other than commercial and cooperative banks, performing financial intermediation in a variety of ways like accepting deposits, making loans and advances, leasing, hire purchase, etc. They raise funds from the public directly or indirectly and lend them to ultimate spenders. The working and the operations of NBFCs are regulated by the Reserve Bank of India within the framework of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, Chapter 3B, and the directions issued by it under the Act. Students, now let's see functions of non-banking financial intermediaries. The first one is financial intermediation. The most important function of the non-banking financial intermediaries is the transfer of funds from the savers to the investors. And the second one is economic basis of financial intermediation. Handling of funds by financial intermediaries is more economical and more efficient than that by the individual wealth owners because of the fact that financial intermediation is based on the law of large numbers and economies of scale in portfolio management. Inducement to save. Non-banking financial intermediaries play an important role in promoting savings in the country. And investment of funds, the main objective of NBFI is to earn profits by investing the mobilized savings. For this purpose, these institutions follow different investment policy. Let's see division of non-banking institutions. It is divided into organized financial institutions and unorganized financial institutions. Under organized financial institutions, we are having two types: investment institutions and development finance institutions. The investment institutions are LIC, GIC, UTI. They are mobilizing savings of public at large through various schemes and invest their funds in corporate and government securities. Development banks. Development banks are specialized financial institutions. They provide medium and long-term finance to the industrial and agricultural sector. They provide finance to both private and public sector. Development banks are multi-purpose financial institutions. They do term lending, investment in securities and other activities. They even promote savings and investment habit in the public. Now let's see the functions of development banks. To promote and develop small-scale industries, to finance the development of housing sector, to develop the large-scale industries, to help in agricultural and rural development, to enhance the foreign trade of India, to help the sick industrial units, to encourage development of Indian entrepreneurs, to promote economic activities in backward regions, to assist in the growth of capital markets. Finally, they are helping for the entire development of the country. Now let's see unorganized financial institutions. The main difference between organized and unorganized financial institutions are: organized financial institutions are coming directly under the control of Reserve Bank of India, but these unorganized financial institutions are not coming directly under the control of Reserve Bank of India, but they also providing financial services to the society. These unorganized financial institutions includes hire purchase and consumer finance companies, housing finance companies, factoring companies, credit rating agencies and merchant banking companies, etc. Students, now let's see credit rating agencies. A credit rating agency, in short it is called CRA, and also called a rating service. It is a company that assigns credit ratings which rate a debtor's ability to pay back debt by making timely interest payments and the likelihood of default. Whenever the debtors failed to pay the money on time, and it will intimate what are the extra charges charged for their default payment. The credit rating agencies in India mainly include ICRA, CARE and CRISIL. Its main function is to grade the different sector and companies in terms of performance and offer solutions for upgradation. Students, in this session we completely discussed about non-banking financial institutions and their financial services to the society. I conclude my topic and we will meet in the next session. Thank you, students.